Hello fellow devil hunters, that was awful, let's not say that ever again. This is another Devil May Cry tutorial. In this one we'll be covering the basics of style switching with Dante. I know I said I will upload a Nero video, but lots of people were asking for Dante, so I decided to give them a little treat. Now style switching is back in DMC5 and is very important to Dante's gameplay, of course, just like in 4. The game, once you get to higher difficulties, expects you to be switching with ease between these. This is also very important for combos. Oh fuck, I dropped it, but you kinda get the idea. So you'll be switching between styles a lot once you figure out how to do it, and that's what I'm gonna try to teach you in this video. So the first thing I'm gonna tell you is how the styles are positioned in the D-pad and why. When I'm using the default layout, I recommend you do as well for the styles. It's very intuitive. So we got Trickster and Royal Guard on the top and the bottom. So the reason why they're here and why Gunslinger and Swordmaster are on the left and right is because the top and bottom ones, Trickster and Royal Guard, are your neutral styles, while Swordmaster and Gunslinger are your combo styles. Now there's some exceptions to this, of course, as I showed you before in the combo I was making up as I was going there. Let me try to emulate it. Ah shit, I dropped it. But you are supposed to, you are like, not supposed to, but like you can use Trickster to style as well. You can use it with your tongue to teleport forward and like look cool while doing it, while all the rose petals fall to the ground. But it's designed around being styled to fight enemies and not combo enemies. So what I mean by neutral and combo is that, as I mentioned right now, when you're in neutral is when you're fighting the enemies, like you're dodging attacks, you're parrying them, maybe you are like doing a royal release. And when you are comboing enemies is when you're doing that, when you're comboing them. So the exercise that I want you to practice is, I'm gonna put you with a Hell Hudeka. Let me turn enemy action on. Let's put a damage off and let's select them. And we're gonna want the level sword Sparda with us, not Dante. Rebellion can work as well, any of those two, but don't put Dante on. And the reason why is Sparda has the aerial range Swordmaster, and we're gonna need that for this exercise. So we have the Hudeka here, and I want you to start in Trickster, and you're gonna teleport in when they pop. Gonna switch to Royal Guard, to Swordmaster, and once you stagger them or they attack, you switch back to Trickster, then you teleport back in. Then he's attacking, switch back to Trickster, teleport back in, Swordmaster, he's going away, we teleport back in again, Swordmaster. Oh, he's teleporting, huh? Oh fuck, he attacked. But you kinda get the idea. I want you to be switching between the styles. Whenever you see the attack is coming, go back in, maybe like start a combo. Like do a simple jump cancel combo. Oh, he teleported away. Let's run away with Trickster, back in, Swordmaster. So I want you to be switching between these two all the time until you get used to it, until you don't get hit. And stuff like that. That's what we're gonna be doing for this enemy. Now, practicing in training mode is very good, but you need to apply this to real life, I guess, to real missions as well. So you get used to this doing this while playing, but the Void is a perfect place to start. So once you figure out the exercise, you'll be switching between styles way more easily. Now I want you to teach you a technique to use during combos. In Devil May Cry 4, there used to be 5 styles, not 4. Along with the 4 classics we have right here, there used to be Darkslayer. Darkslayer was a style that had a lot of version moves and gave them to Dante, and the way you will activate it is by pressing on the style you have on the button of the style you have active. So if I have Trickster and I press it again, I will switch to Darkslayer. Now why am I telling you all of this? It's because this style is not in Devil May Cry, and while that may seem like a bummer at first, it's actually very useful for some combos, because that means that if you are not sure in which style you're in, so I'm gonna switch to Gunslinger here. If you're not sure in which style you are right now, you can always, like, look at my inputs. Please look at my inputs on the lower left. You can always just press the button again as you're doing an action to make sure you're in. So let's say I'm in Trickster, right? Or I'm like in Swordmaster, but I don't know if I'm in Swordmaster because I've been paying too much attention to how the battle is going, or I'm getting too stuck in a combo, I can always press right again, look at my inputs, as I'm doing the input, and that will give me the style input that I want along with the circle button. So doing these during combos and getting used to this can be very good for preventing like drops or getting more consistent at doing style switch. With that said, be careful when you use this technique, because if you want to go back to the Devil May Cry 4 and be good at that game as well, it's older, but it's different, and there's stuff Dante can do in that game that he can't in here. So if you wanna go back to the game, you will be switching to Dark Slayer constantly by accident. So keep that in mind before learning this technique. With that out of the way, thank you for watching. As I said before, I'll be covering Nero tomorrow. I landed it now, hell yeah. I'll be covering Nero tomorrow, and I'll be doing more Dante and more Devil May Cry content soon. Subscribe, all that bullshit. Have fun, guys.